Persona 5 is a video game that came out September 15th, 2016 for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 and was met to commercial success, and many people praised the game for its wonderful soundtrack and its wonderful RPG elements. This year, a new remake of the game called Persona 5 Royal came out, and it's basically like a sequel, but it's Persona 5. And in this video, I'm going to explain a list of reasons why, if you haven't played a Persona game, that Persona 5 Royal is what you should play instead of the base Persona 5 game. Now, Persona 5 Royal came out March 31st, 2020, and it is kind of a remake of Persona 5, in which there are a bunch of new graphical enhancements, but there are also a bunch of new gameplay elements and even a new game character called Kasumi. And Kasumi, she has a variety of new abilities, and she wasn't in the base game. And also, there is a new location called Kichioji, and it can allow you to raise your confidant levels and also allow you to increase Joker's SP through meditation, in which it has a temple. It also has a jazz bar, in which it allows you to grant your party members level ups and stat boosts. There is also a new third form for each party's persona. There are new events such as holidays that have been added to the calendar. There's new enemies, new weapons, new armor, new accessories, and two new story endings, which this all wasn't in the base game, and allows this world to be much more in depth than what the developers originally intended, because they probably didn't have a lot of time to do all this. And as you know, Persona 5 is a pretty long game, and these new additions will help this game go further beyond just 100 hours. It will take you very cleanly past 100 hours. It may even reach the 130 mark, but we don't really know because the game, at the time of this recording, just came out, and so people are still exploring and seeing what they can do. But there have also been new Showtime attacks that have been added as a gameplay addition, and it's basically a tag team move. And all the palaces that were in the original game have also been reworked to some degree, but have also stayed the same in terms of layout. There are also some palaces with completely new areas, and it allows for more transversal with Joker's new grappling hook, which allows you to access new areas in the dungeon parts of the game. There are also will seeds in the palace, and it will restore a bit of your party's SP in some way, and you'll be rewarded with a unique accessory once you find 3 of these will seeds. And all palace bosses have also been reworked in some degree or another, which allows additional mechanics or phases to be added. And some palaces have additional boss-like enemies and encounters, which makes the game more challenging and arguably more longer and more in-depth if you really want to strive for the 100% mark. There is also a new side quest to complete in Mementos, which is basically a place where you would go if you're not doing a palace in the main game. And now this has been more expanded upon and is more in-depth for now. There are also a couple gameplay adjustments such as ammo from the guns from your confidants, and also you restock after battle, and it makes guns more valuable across the dungeon runs. And some personas have been rebalanced in terms of stats and available skills. Some enemies have been rebalanced in terms of stats and available skills. And the baton pass mechanic has been expanded upon, and it allows for it to be available to all party members from the beginning once you unlock them. The calendar in your everyday life has also been reworked, and it allows for more free time and additional opportunities to interact with your confidants. Morgana doesn't really tell you to go to bed as much in Persona 5 Royal, as that was a main complaint in the game, where if you wanted to upgrade your weapons or do something else in Cafe LeBlanc, you couldn't, because Morgana keeps telling you maybe you should go to bed and there's nothing else you can really do. You generally get a lot more free time at night, and also there is a assist mechanic that gives you recommendations on which confidant to visit and which stat to improve. And overall, some confidants have reworked perks, and you can now call them and they can now call you after you hang out with them, giving additional dialogue choices and therefore an opportunity to strengthen with them. Overall, these additions are pretty welcoming, as this game has been in development for 4 years now, and it's kind of exciting to see what Atlus has done with the game. And once we get a chance to fully explore it, we will know exactly how more in depth this game is from just 2016 when the game came out. It was in depth, but now with this game, it allows you to have more replay value if you wanted to go for that. Now, overall, I think that you should get Persona 5 Royal over just the base game of Persona 5, because it allows for more in-depth, from which if you were just playing the base game, you would just beat the game and that's it. With this game, after you beat the base game of Persona, there is way more to explore and way more to do. And it also is basically just a giant remaster of the entire game, and it allows for more freedom. And you can buy the base game if you want, because it's probably cheaper, but if you're looking for a true experience of Persona, I highly recommend the Persona 5 Royal. Now, this has been my in-depth and thorough look of why Persona 5 Royal is going to be a more superior game than Persona 5. And if you're looking to buy a Persona game, that Persona 5 Royal, it should be the one you should buy. Now, thank you for watching to the end of the video. And if you like the video, make sure to like. And if you want to, you can subscribe. And make sure to check out some of my other YouTube videos. And until next time, bye.